I'm the Rules Girl, and this is the Stonebound Saga, a strategic card game of high fantasy for 2 to 6 players. In the Stonebound Saga, players lead characters from the world of Telios and engage in strategic battles against their opponents, while managing their resources to activate powerful abilities. You win by incapacitating all of your opponent's characters. The Stonebound Saga can be played in one of 3 formats: Constructed, Draft, or Free Play. This video will explain how to play a 2-player constructed game with pre-assembled decks. If you want to learn more about constructing a deck, or different player counts and formats, check out pages 7 and 8 in the rulebook. Players alternate turns moving characters and using special abilities. Some abilities can inflict status effects, like blind or burn, while others allow your characters to evade or negate attacks. Players will also draw Speaking Stone cards, which represent a variety of resources and are used to perform special abilities. Players must deal enough damage to their opponent's characters while keeping their own characters safe to achieve victory. On your turn, you'll complete steps in this order. 1. Draw Speaking Stone cards. 2. Activate each character. 3. Break fuse abilities. And 4. Discard. On your first turn, draw 1 card plus 2 more for each character you control. This becomes your maximum hand size. During this step on future turns, you'll draw back up to your maximum hand size. To activate a character, you may perform each of these 3 actions in any order before activating the next character. 1. Move. 2. Standard attack or ability. And 3. Fuse an ability. The character may move up to their movement value in any orthogonal direction. You may pass through your own characters, but not opponent's characters. To perform a standard attack, your target must be within your character's range. Unlike abilities, standard attacks do not require Speaking Stone cards to activate. Roll both d10s to check for a critical attack. The colored d10 acts as the 10s die, and the white d10 acts as the 1s die. If you roll equal to or less than your character's critical value, your attack value is doubled. The attacker now deals either physical or spirit damage, depending on their damage type listed here, equal to their attack value. The defending character now subtracts their matching defense type, if any, and loses the difference in health. If the attack value is greater than the defender's armor value, reduce the defender's armor value by 1. If the attack was a critical hit, reduce it by 2. Instead of a standard attack, a character may activate one of their non-fuse abilities by spending the matching Speaking Stone cards from their hand. If your ability has any keywords, check your reference card or page 13 of the rulebook for more info. Finally, you can passively activate an ability by fusing it. Fused abilities can allow you to evade attacks, increase stats, and more. To fuse an ability, place the matching Speaking Stone card next to that character's dashboard, and place a peg next to the fused ability. But beware, these Speaking Stone cards will count against your maximum hand size at the end of your turn. After you've finished activating one character, choose another character to activate. When all 3 characters have been activated, you may choose to break a fused ability by removing the peg and discarding any Speaking Stone cards. Now, end your turn by discarding any cards in your hand that you'd like, but you must always discard down to at most 7 cards. Play now continues with your opponent. If any character's health reaches 0, that character is incapacitated, uses all fuses and status effects, and is flipped face down. The game continues until all 3 of one player's characters are incapacitated. The remaining player wins the game. Ready to play? Each player chooses 3 characters, with a max total star value of 5. Collect each character's card, offensive ability card, and defensive ability card. Place the game board in the middle of the table, and give each player 1 dashboard for each of their 3 characters. Adjust the stat sliders so they match your character's classes as depicted on the dashboard. Place each of your character's offensive ability cards into the top of your dashboards, and the defensive ability cards underneath. Shuffle the speaking stone deck and place it next to the game board. Each player rolls 2 d10s. The player who rolled the highest places their characters into any spaces in their starting area, followed by the second player. Starting with the highest roller, you're now ready to begin the game. If you like the Stonebound Saga, you might also like Visions of Telios, an expansion for the base game from Sky Kingdom Games. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking it and subscribing to the Dice Tower for rules explanations, reviews, and more.